Boy, the devil is having his way in this hour. Mass shootings, families slaughtering whole families, as we have entered into the season of the witch. The CERN machine has been cranked up to unprecedented levels. Wickedness abounds. You must stay prayed up in this hour, Zion. Look at your devices. On this Hebrew Israelite Radio Network news report. These headlines from the dead Hope Queen of England Daily Mail newspapers. 5 days after brother opens fire on family in affluent lakeside neighborhood. 5 people have been found murdered in a home in a wealthy Washington state neighborhood. Police say they discovered multiple dead and injured victims on Monday morning in a home in Falls City, about 30 miles east of Seattle. The victims include multiple school-aged children. They had the devil in them, according to the authorities. I can say that it's going to be a really tragic event for the community, for anybody who has any connection out there, said King County Deputy Cracker Mike Mellis, according to KING5. Yes, he's trying to explain it. Ain't no explaining it. You heathens out there where a nigger better not be caught within 50 miles in them rich-ass community, heathen communities. Why they killing everybody in the family? Mellors added the murders were potentially related to domestic violence. Several witnesses told KIRO7 News that the shooter was a brother who tried hanging himself following the murders, or the coward bastard didn't go through with it. Send him to St. Louis. We'll finish his ass off. It's unclear if he survived. But police said they don't have anyone in custody. That ain't making a lick of sense. Falls City is ranked 29 out of 273 cities in the U.S. for cost of living, which is 120% the national average, with a median home listing price of $1.5 million. No, they wasn't wanting for no money out there in them rich-ass heathen enclaves. Police have yet to confirm the number of people found in the home. The incident, which police have called a family tragedy, also left some people injured, or he shot some in the ass, taking off running. Yes, they wanted to live, but officials have not revealed how many. Well, y'all won't believe the begging that was going on up in there, the wild screams that was taking place. Detectives arrived at the tragic scene about 5 in the morning after receiving multiple 911 calls reporting a shooting in a Lake Alice neighborhood. The initial call was about a suicide attempt and possible gunfire inside a home. Are you going to take the rope off your neck and just start killing everybody? You want them to meet you at the gates of hell, do you? It's the very early stages of this investigation, but it's going to affect many people. Cracker Mellis added. I can say that it's going to be a really tragic event for the community. Yes, I'm sure it is. For you heathens continue to kill without mercy.
Thank you, Brian. Breaking news now to get to. Deputies found several people dead near Falls City. Now, this happened just before 5 this morning near the Lake Alice boat launch. And this is a live look. You can see King County deputies are there, and they found several people dead and others hurt. But we still don't know exactly what happened. Deputies did tell us they're treating this as a domestic violence incident. They said there's no threat to the public, but we'll keep an eye.
Y'all know what happened. Show us who them crackers is. We got our eyes on this situation. You think they money to prevent them by not being seen all over the world. The whole Queen got staff taking pictures everywhere right now. We'll find out who committed this Halloween tragedy for the multi-million-dollar suburbs up there in Washington where a nigga better not get caught. And boy, it's crazy as hell out here. The short-leggers ain't getting no mercy. Look at these shocking headlines. Wicked stepmother allegedly murdered boyfriend's 2 young children for an incredibly petty reason. A stepmother accused of murdering her boyfriend's 2 young children was motivated by jealousy of her biological mom, according to an attorney in the case. Watch who your babies be around, Zaya. Karina Rose, the she-devil Menjares, 36, and her boyfriend Jesus Dominguez, 35, of Pueblo, Colorado, appeared in court Friday charged with murdering the children. Lord have mercy. They were arrested in February after other relatives raised concerns about the Dominguez children. Jesus Jr., 5, and Yesenia, 3, and cops uncovered their bodies. The reports were made around 6 years after the children's last confirmed sighting. Damn, it took y'all 6 years to go get them wicked bastards. Yesenia was found encased in concrete inside King's storage unit. Damn! Buried the baby in concrete like a vampire and put her in a storage unit where the family had been living in Pueblo, while her brother's remains were found inside a suitcase in the trunk of a car at a nearby scrapyard. Yes, they have the devil in them. Defense attorney Becky the Heathen Briggs, who was representing Dominguez, said Menjares was jealous of the children's biological mother because she believed she was cheating with her ex. According to the Pueblo chieftain, yes, there'll be no more Halloween pumpkins for you. No, sir. No, sir. And your own pappy was in on it. Yes, there was some Santeria something going on around now. Judge Allison locked their ass up Ernst ruled Friday during a preliminary hearing that the defendants would face trial. The devils Menjares and Dominguez are each charged with first-degree murder of a victim under 12 by a person in a position of trust. Damn, them some long-ass charges. Y'all ain't never getting out. And abuse of a corpse. Throw that child in a damn storage unit encased in concrete. And throw the other one in the trunk of the car at the junkyard. The rats that had their way with them. Menjares' relatives told investigators they were worried about the harsh discipline methods she used on the young children, including locking the girl in a room until she finished eating a carrot. Yes, she was a wicked whore. The defendant's own teenage son even confronted her over excessive physical punishment she allegedly used against Jesus Jr., such as slapping the burritos out his lips and locking both children in the bedroom for long periods. He told detectives he believed his mother took her anger over her tense relationship with Dominguez out on his children. Another relative also claimed she told detectives she wished she never had children because life would be much easier. Y'all look at them. Yes, look at the eyes on that she-devil. She ready to do bad things to you. Poke your eyes out. Stab you when you ain't looking. No, sir. No, sir. And look at that flint-head bastard right there. What kind of bastard mess over his own baby girl? Y'all looking at him right there. And y'all let these heathen bastards get away with that for 6 years? You want to know what the eyes of this J-Lo look like? Look right in them. Israel, my eyes. You can see she got conquistador, Spaniard, running in front of wild bull blood in her crazy looking eyes. Yes, they need to be given the death penalty. Look at that poor child they killed. Yes. In Israel, oh Israel, we were told to learn not the way of the heathen. That story is the way of the heathen. But some of you wicked niggas are put the devil to the shame. All Israel ain't Israel. Case in point, look at your devices. Another wicked stepmother. Watch your babies around everybody. Zion. These headlines out the dead whole Queen Daily Mail read. Evil black-ass Florida stepmom who ordered a 103-pound Rottweiler to attack 9-year-old girl before beating her to death faces execution. Yeah, y'all ain't got no problem giving a nigga the electric chair, no sir. Especially when they earn it. A woman accused of setting a huge Rottweiler on her 9-year-old stepdaughter, then finishing the murder herself, faces execution. Tyshale Elise, the Black Devil Martin, 34, was allegedly seen on the family security cameras instructing the 103-pound dog to attack Jamarius Sessions on June the 15th. After the dog was finished, the wicked stepmother kicked the little girl as she lay motionless on the floor. Detectives who reviewed the footage allege she then allegedly dragged this baby girl Jamaria's unconscious body across the ground before hitting and shaking her while possibly saying, "I'm fixing to kill her." Y'all look at this wicked ass heifer. No, we don't claim such creatures. They children of the devil. Now you probably wouldn't have did your own child like that. But being mad at that nigga, you'll do his babies like that. Look at this evil frog-eyed heifer. If they throw her in a FEMA camp next to you, beat the brakes off her ass. The devil waiting on you at the gates of hell. They need to sick a German shepherd on your ass and stomp your ass to the gates of hell. Now look at you. The face of wickedness. One of them troublemaking ass niggas out in the wilderness caused us to wander for 40 years. Tyshale Elise Martin, 34, was seen on the family security cameras What you plead not guilty for? Frog-eyed heifer? Instructing the dog to attack 9-year-old Jamaria Sessions. Lord have mercy. Would y'all look at that young daughter, Zion? Y'all join me in praying for this child's soul, that she be allowed to inherit the kingdom and know the joy and happiness that she truly did not experience on this earth. That's our little niece right there, that this wicked ass heifer suck a dog on, then killed her. It ain't an excuse you can give our Hamashiach for this. No, sir. I proclaim again, all Israel ain't Israel. Lord, have mercy on the short-leggers of the house of Israel. And I'm sure again, it was because you was mad at her daddy. Watch your babies and grandbabies out here, Yisrael. You gonna get what your frog-eyed ass got coming. Get your wicked-looking ass off these devices. I'll say it again. All Israel ain't Israel. Boy, in this season of the witch, with Lucifer race surging in the veins of these heathens, we're seeing drastic measures taken, such as this case out of Brazil. These unbelievable headlines. Angry mob digs up and burns the body of mother who beheaded young son in satanic ritual. An angry mob dug up and burned the body of a twisted heathen mother who beheaded her 6-year-old son in a satanic ritual in Brazil. Authorities in the northeastern city of Rio Paseo said locals on Saturday uncovered the cemetery grave where Maria Mendez was buried. The group opened the 26-year-old woman's coffin, removed her body, and set it on fire. The Pernambuco Civil Police said no arrests had been reported as of Monday. There'll be no arrests. Would y'all look at this practitioner of the occult? See how wickedly she's smiling? And Lord have mercy, that little long-headed, short-legged didn't stand a chance. No, sir. No, sir. She cut that child's head clean off in a satanic ritual that was so horrific. The villagers lit torches, went to her grave site, pulled her dead ass up out of there, soaked her in gasoline, and gave her a head start on a lake of fire. The body of Maria Mendez was dug from his grave and burned on Saturday. The wicked one, Mendez, stabbed and decapitated her son, Miguel Mommy No Alves, at her apartment during the early hours of September the 20th. Boy, they burnt her ass blacker than Lou Rawls. Yes, she got a head start to the lake of fire. Mendez stabbed and decapitated her son, Miguel Alves, at her apartment during the early hours of September the 20th. The Parabia military police responded to an emergency call from neighbors after hearing the defenseless boy screaming for help and walked into the gruesome scene of Mendez sitting on a chair with Alves' head on her lap. Lord have mercy! This is out of a Stephen King movie. Mendez was confronted by the cops and tried to attack them with a knife. Watch out! Before she was shot 14 times. Yes, sir. You don't play around with nothing like that. Kill the demon. They unloaded on her ass. Look at that poor big head bastard. He didn't stand a chance. Something just don't look quite right with this picture. Maybe she thought that was Damien Thorne, Rosemary's baby. Who knows what goes on in the minds of these crazy ass heathens? The mother survived the shooting. What? Hit 14 times? Maybe she needed her head cut off, like they do vampires in them horror movies. The heathen mother survived the shooting and was rushed to a local hospital. While there, she developed an infection related to her wounds and died Thursday. Stop lying. The villagers snuck up in her and killed her ass. They didn't want her to see another sunrise. Then after she was buried, they were still hot and bothered and went and dug her ass up. Did what I want to do to Clarence Thomas. Some of you coon sellout ass niggas. Some of you top Klansmen and white supremacists and pervert bastards. Give your ass a head start to the lake of fire. While it remains unclear why Mendez killed her own boy, authorities found several videos on her cell phone that contained satanic decapitation rituals. Lord have mercy, I didn't even think nothing like that exists. Videos of satanic decapitation rituals. No, y'all should have stomped her ass into powder. Something ain't quite right with that picture. No, sir. Oh, look at this long-headed love. He didn't stand a chance. She must have thought you was Rosemary's baby. She must have thought you was Damien Thorne. Hell, you look like the Antichrist round the head. Lord, boy, y'all better cut some more lights on this evening. The whole world is going crazy. Lord have mercy. Blood is flying everywhere from the Ukraine to Gaza to Lebanon. Heathens slicing and dicing their own kinds, blowing heads off everywhere. Road rage out of control. Season of the Witch 2024. We ain't seen too much like it. Boy, we have warned you Hebrews, especially during this season of the witch. Don't partake in these occult activities, for demons will leap in your ass. Here's a case study. Y'all look at y'all devices. Here we can see A heathen witch from the witchcraft capital of the world over in England. With them big ass owl, four-eyed glasses on, studying hard, bringing forth demons. With a Ouija board lying in front of her. You can see the idolatrous crosses laying there that the demons love to play with. But for some reason, doing these incantations, she has coins laying there on the table. And if you're observant, you can see that they're filming themselves with that camera in that doorway. And here you can see English Bob sitting there with his stupid ass while she's playing with Ouija boards and seeking out incantations and unclean spirits during this season of the witch. Y'all watch what takes place when you playing with these satanic Luciferian Ouija boards that you can buy at Toys R Us. Watch this.
Ow!
Uh-oh.
Dad, what's happened?
Watch this.
Ow!
You hear that? You hear English
Dad.
Bob?
Ow!
Oh, English Bob was punished.
Ow! Ow!
Do y'all see that coin
Ow!
flying off the table?
Ow! Ow!
Watch where that coin
Dad,
is.
what's happened?
That's crazy.
KT is going absolutely nuts. But nothing on the Ouija board, no movement whatsoever.
No.
Why'd you keep dropping these coins?
What's your hand off for? What are you doing?
Ow! Dad, what's happened?
Watch that coin. Right to the eye.
And
Yes, the demon threw it straight in his eye. It's stuck halfway in his glasses. Yes, if you didn't have them glasses on, that would have been like a bullet going through the back of your head. Watch that coin. Yes, you want to play with unclean spirits, do you? Y'all want to play with unclean spirits, do you? Did y'all see that? Yes, it was punished. Look at her wicked ass. She made that coin do that. Did y'all see that? Wickedness! Yes. Next time you'll be killed. Look at that.
it's gone halfway through your lens. K2 is going mad.
Look how close.
Look how close that is. I can't even close my eye on it.
And
Yes. It should have been right to the middle of the forehead. You'd have been killed like a hog. Yes. Play with fire. Look at her wicked eyes. Watch that coin. The demon threw it.
it's gone halfway through your lens. K2 is going mad.
Look how close that is. I can't even close my eye on it.
Next time you'll be blind as Stevie Wonder.